Hey, hello everyone. This is Victor Momo from Excel Moments, and in this series, we'll be talking about advanced filter. Probably going to be about maybe 3 or 4 videos going from easy to complex and showing you how advanced filter can make your life better. For those of us who have used Excel a bit, we should be familiar with the concept of filtering. And I think the icon for, filter is really instructive in the sense that it's a funnel which shows that not everything that actually gets, poured in, gets to come out at the other end. Only those that meet a certain criteria, only those that are, not as wide as the width of this neck. That's, what you would have at the end of the day. So filter is just your way of, drilling down or narrowing down, just showing you only data that meets certain criteria. Others are what are hidden. So now that we're talking about advanced filter, just as it implies advanced, you would expect that it should be more sophisticated or more robust than regular filter. So what I've just tried to do here is just to summarize, some key maybe differences or advantages, if you may, or peculiarities, of the advanced filter, just to get us, started. So I guess that's what this first video would really focus on. Then from the second one, we'll really get into the examples. So let me just show you for this first bullet here, which says accept more than 2 filter criteria per column, what we really mean. When you go to, this is just the data set I want to use for this demonstration. Most of us here know how to filter. You can go to data, you can do filter, you can go to the home tab, you go to sort and filter here, and you do filter. You could use the shortcut to Control Shift L or Alt AT, Alt Alpha Tango. Okay, so you can say, I want to filter on the age column. Maybe show me only clients that are of a certain age. So if you look at number filters, you have a couple of options here. Oh, less than this, greater than this. It does have quite a lot. You go to custom filter. This is really what I want to show here. If I want to have more than one criteria, I can do something and something, something, or something. But my point here is that I'm limited to these two. What if I wanted to, as in apply like 3 different criteria to, the age column, for example? So what would I do? Filter wouldn't be able to help me there, but advanced filter can handle that. So long as you know how to actually present, the criteria, Excel will be able to handle that. So that's one key advantage. The other thing is that I can copy filter data to a different location. Okay. So normally, if I wanted to do that, I would filter. For example, if I filtered on age, maybe say uh, less than, let's say 40, for example, then I would then copy this data, make sure I'm copying only visible cells and paste in a different location. But advanced filter can do that all at once. Just to show you that this is a snip of the dialog, the advanced filter dialog. You can see that it has the option of filter in place or copy to another location. So automatically it can copy to a location of your choosing. Okay, so that's one good thing. The other thing is also that it's able to return unique entries. Prior to when the unique function got introduced in Excel, one of the ways to actually get a unique list of entries from a bigger list is either you use remove duplicates or you could use advanced filter, and you select this option at the bottom here, unique records only. With that option, it removes the duplicates and gives you just a unique count. Meaning that if I looked at this list here, even though technically I have 10, names or items here, they may not be 10 unique because you can see that there are repetitions. At least you can see that Edinburgh is repeated, once, right? So it occurs twice. So with that unique records only, it can help you filter out and show you just unique, records. So that's one very good thing. The other thing too with advanced filter is that it can incorporate wildcats. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to be able to say, "Oh, I'm looking for any name that is Jane." You could just say J asterisk, and it will show you anything that starts with J and has other characters following. So that's a very cool one. So the other thing to note is that when you use, text criteria in advanced filter, it implies begins with, in the sense that Let me show you this. This will be our example probably in the next video. When you say company name and maybe your criteria here is J, right? You know, what this J means doesn't mean that any company whose name is J, and it doesn't also mean any company whose name contains a J. It means any name whose company, any company rather, whose name starts with a J and has any other characters following, meaning that it will find something like J Walk, right? But it's not going to find something like Tom Jerry. Why? Because Tom Jerry doesn't start with what? A J. Do you understand? Except if you then incorporate Wildcats. But it's just for us to know. All right. Then the other thing you need to know too is that if you've ever tried it, when you start your advanced filter, for example, here, and you then want to copy the resulting data into a different sheet, it's going to give you a pop-up and tell you that it can't do that, right? So it will say it can not copy to a different worksheet. So the idea here, which I would demonstrate in subsequent videos, is always start on the worksheet that you want the data copied to. So if I know that I'm copying data, although I'm copying from the introduction sheet, maybe to the remove dupes sheet, what I would do is that I would initiate my advanced filter from the remove dupes sheet, even though the data I may be using may be on a different sheet. But the point is that so long as remove dupes is the active sheet as at the point of calling up the advanced filter, then the data will get copied there. This will become very clear when we treat an example on it. But it's just a trick to getting Excel to copy to a different sheet, because by itself it will tell you, no, once you started the advanced filter here, then that's the only sheet I can copy to. So that's kind of the idea. So this was just really to show us, maybe some of the key features of the advanced filter, and how it kind of differs from filter, and some of its peculiarities. So I think from the next video, we will then get into the examples, showing us how to set it up. It's a little, tricky, but once you get used to it, you're really home and dry, and you just move from there. Okay, so that will be it for this video. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button, and you can also subscribe to the channel. Excel moments. And like I always say, if you can think it, Excel can do it. So I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to start with. You can see we have quite some examples here. So it should be an interesting ride. So catch you in the next video. For now, I'm out.